Right, and hey guys, and welcome back again. And as you probably saw in the previous video, and I had to sort of remove myself and couldn't get myself into the truck properly, so I've now just started up another video. So you probably know this is another sort of Saga Continues sort of thing again. So I'm driving, as I said, we obviously delivered the dog food from then goes from then Cologne to Kassel, and now we've got the fast food now, so that's going to go to easy tank and Leipzig now. So thankfully it looks like we've got ourselves back in the right side now. So hopefully we're able to jump in our truck now. But of course I'll need to get everything all booted up again, tackle, and you know what I mean, tackle everything. You know what I mean. It's not really hard at all. And I was a little bit bad packing my truck in the first video there, so I had to, it wasn't the best, so yeah, we're back now. Or even this car has even packed out one of the directs in as well. He's done the same thing as me. We just packed in an angle with a very bad parking here, eh? They're not that good at parking. Get over. Yeah, it's quite quiet, eh? Let's do it. I'll have to do it now anyway. So yeah, as I was talking on the previous video, and I was talking about simulator games. Like, it seems like every simulator game is sort of connected to just sort of one sort of franchise, I guess, that's simulating sort of simulator games. Apart from this, I don't think this will be connected to it. Soedesco do develop other simulation games as well. I don't know what they actually do actually. I don't know actually, but yeah. They do a few games, I think, as far as I know. So yeah, we've got a fifth track again. Probably another wee journey to go. So I'm going to take that one to actually got hit by someone there. And I got another weird journey there, another sort of fair journey to get to Leipzig now, so not too far. So yeah, so as I say, Bus Simulator coming out very soon. Bus Sim 21, not very long. I'm waiting forward to getting around to playing that game. Hopefully cover it. I'll need to try and do some coverage of Bus Sim and maybe some Bus Sim 18. I've also just call it 18 since it's the original game. Yeah, 18 because that's the game what we were playing before. I mean, the old game, I should say. So I wonder if it would able to run quite well, and I wonder if it would able to run quite well on a PS4. And so it would do, because they would have it wouldn't release it on PS4. I hope it's not going to be like this game. Like, this game is just a whole. This level, the level of detail in this game is just down. Yeah, it's just. Isn't like, I mean, the detail in this game isn't like right in that. It's just really bad for a PS4 game. I mean, I think at some point that this gen will sort of have to move on from this last gen and move on to current gen, because you can see a lot of the games are probably just like this now. Like, you don't want to have games that are just so raw quality. I think even if you look at Cyberpunk as well, this Cyberpunk is even any better than this on PS4. It isn't any better. Cyberpunk isn't even any better than this game in graphical lines. It's a similar level. Like, if you look at Cyberpunk, you can see it's still sort of blurry textures, like regular textures, as I like to say it. And just sort of really bad, not with like reflections or ray tracing, or not ray tracing. You don't get ray tracing in this type of console, I don't think. Last gen anyway. But no like reflections and stuff. This game doesn't have much reflections. You can see it's all like, you can see that the sunshine on that is all like a solid colour, and you can see how bad it is. It should be like really reflective, and it's just like a solid colour, like a sort of like solid plasticky texture. Just, yeah, that's how bad games are. They're not that good. Here you can just see the truck doesn't look that very reflective. Everything looks like really flat. Everything in this game looks quite flat. The colours are very flat. I don't think we're going to get the reflections in this game, because I mean, if they do that, I think the frame rate will be pretty bad. I don't know. You have to just optimise it for this console, and you have to just take what you're given, I guess. So you're given like reflections of trucks, and you're given what you're given, I guess. So I just hope Bus Simulator 21 does follow the right way. I mean, just judging by the graphics in Bus Sim, it looks pretty cool. And I like SnowRunner as well. Like, no doubt SnowRunner looks amazing on PS4, and that's a last gen game, and that still looks amazing, detail, graphics. So don't get me wrong, and it's on Unreal Engine 4 as well. So it's not really going to differ. Bus Sim 21's on Unreal Engine 4 as well, so that's not going to be. I would think we'll get the SnowRunner graphics pretty much. We'll get something anyway. I reckon we'll get SnowRunner graphics, I guess, as well. So no doubt the detail in that game wasn't that bad. So no doubt we'll get anything less than Unity engine. Like Unity engine is pretty bad for games like this. If you think about other games as well, and I used to play a game called Skater XL, and that's in Unity engine. I do like a bit of skateboarding, and yeah, I used to play. Well, I saw a kid play in Skater XL, but that's built in the Unity engine, and that's not too bad graphic wise, but it just depends. In this case, in Unity engine is sort of built as a sort of budget budget game engine. It's not like it's not like used for like big titles, I guess. So it's all like indie developed titles. And I mean, yeah, so you know what I mean. This game is coming to see. This is all developed by indie developers, and I'm flying in here. I've been totally overtaking that man truck there as well. You can catch up on me, no doubt. But yeah, you know what I mean. This game is obviously developed in Unity and Skater XL, but you can see some of these sort of aspects. I always think Unity engine is sort of bare bone. There's not like much going on in Unity engine, and you think about other games, they have immersion to them, like Unreal Engine. I was supposed to think about SnowRunner, that's quite bare bone as well. It's kind of like Farm Simulator as well. But obviously that's not in Unity engine. But yeah, I mean, like, but I used to play a bit of skateboarding games. And now the conversations are going to turn to skateboarding games as well. I won't really keep it much, but yeah, you can see that's Skater XL was a sort of simulation skateboarding game, but I mean, to be honest, there's not very many updates in the game. It's very small. Skater XL. They won't really update the game enough. I mean, the console version is kind of like. I mean, the console version of Skater XL is pretty much done and dusted. I guess it's in the wreck. It's a wreck, I guess, if you want to say it. Just say it's a wreck of a game. It's not it's just stopped updating it in console. We've only had like a couple of updates on that game, and that was it. Like, nothing really done generally with the game. I think they had like a mod support window, right enough, they had a mod then. They did have a mod then, sort of browser put in, a mod hub sort of thing put on to get it, so I think, and that was a thing that they put in console as well, so they did that. So I don't know if it's that, I don't know how big that is now, because I've not been to it for a while. I haven't been to it. Well, that coach like we just stopped, and then it's just accelerating again, so I don't even know what happened there. It must have been yeah, I don't know actually. It just we stopped this coach, and then it's accelerating again. We just stopped up the road and it's coming up. We just brake to a standstill, and then it's accelerating again. Yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, yeah, that game is just a relic on console. I just don't play it anymore. I mean, I thought it was going to be a great game because it came out in console like this time last year, and yeah, it was. Yeah, I was thinking we were going to get good updates to it, but yeah, but obviously The game is just being abandoned pretty much on console. It's just it's pretty much done and dusted, I guess, in console. There's not really much to put on console. Because they call it Easy Day Studio, I guess, to develop the game, so they're quite easy going, I guess. So they have like an easy day. They don't like take their time. And I'm guessing they're like skateboarders themselves, I guess. I'm guessing they like to skateboard pretty much during the day and then develop the games during the work periods. They're not like the full-time developers or something. I don't know actually. Yeah, I'll play about Tony Hawk's a bit more. I like the Pro Skater. The Tony Hawk's remake was pretty cool as well. They released that like last year as well. It was very good. That was actually not too bad again. It's a bit more arcadey, so you're not really got that much simulation aspects of in Tony Hawk's. I mean, it's very good actually. I mean, it's good when you have it, you play it. I mean, it's good to have fun, I guess. And it's quite well. Graphics are quite good on the new game as well. It's very good. So it's nice to see Tony Hawk's. The Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was much better, I guess. But obviously, I don't really like that game either. That game is I'm guessing it's just sort of moved on. They've released the next gen version as well. So they've got PS5 version, got the Nintendo Switch version, they've got it on all the consoles now pretty much. So not really put any updates in that game as much. So it's quite quiet now. So not very much to say on the Skater itself. I mean, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as well, the remake. That's a good game, it's good to have fun in it, the graphics are good, the remake was pretty good as well, it did. But yeah, it's good graphics. I remember there was a time I made a really cool black metal sort of dude as well. I gave him like the corpse painting on as well. He was quite a cool skater dude. So I gave him like the black face paint and that black metal face paint and stuff. It was pretty cool. I don't know if I could still make him wet enough. It's just that's how I done it as well. But yeah, it's quite cool. You got your sort of licensed brands as well. You got like DC and Acnes, and I think it's maybe independent sort of brands listed in the game. It's pretty cool, so you can give them lots of stuff. You got Vans as well, of course. Vans are kind of like my sort of go-to stuff I put on sometimes as well. And well, sometimes these are my shoes, and these are my go-to shoes that I wear on. I wear just wear Vans most of the time. So they're quite cool. But yeah, I don't really skateboard myself either. I do like skateboard in general. The scene's quite cool, because I mean it is connected to that sort of metal scene. Lots of them do like to have their sort of long hair, and they like to have piercings, but they like their sort of they like to. Yeah, I don't know if they like a lot of our music as well. Just a bit, they're a bit chill guys and chill people as well. So yeah, skateboarding. Yeah, I don't skateboard myself, but yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that the scene would be quite cool. Yeah, we've got a few skate parks in the UK here as well, in Scotland as well. So yeah. So something I would move on to, and yeah, they should have more stuff to put in this game as well. Like they should put like more hilly roads in this game. Lots of hilly roads and lots of twisty roads to go around. It would be cool to try that, to add this in the game rather than just driving on a flat motorway. It just gets a bit boring. You can tell it's just the same all the time. To me, to get some like various hills and mountain roads to travel along, that would be really cool. But it just gets a bit boring seeing this all the time, eh? That's what I mean. This would be a good way to do it in the future. Put some new roads to drive in, rather than driving on the same road all the time. It's the same all the time. You can tell it's got copy and paste all the time. So yeah, you even think you've driven along this motorway before, but you might have not driven along here. But you just can't tell, because it's that difficult to tell if it's the same road. Because everything's sat with the same when you go on the same road. It's nothing different. And that's it, it's just the same old road they're driving along, that's it. So yeah, you can't really tell. You just need to make it various, make some variety. highway roads and that, and putting the same stuff in all the time, same trees and stuff, it gets a bit blunt. You know what I mean? But yeah. Or something I would say, they would probably put a DLC to this game, maybe make a new map at DLC or something and put highway roads in, but there's not that much highway mountainous roads to go along. It's just a bit similar to each other. So yeah, it's not really. Maybe it's just be a bit awkward to do it. Maybe I know they just get the highway roads that I know they have like the hills they climb up. The highway autobahns. It might be better to have them than not having them. So it is a good thing to put highway autobahns in, but maybe like highway trusty roads would be cool as well. But you don't know. I'm guessing it's hard for them to do stuff. So this is what we get. I guess it's a good thing anyway. So yeah. So yeah. So something I could probably say, something else I could say, yeah. I remember like, it would just be really good to get back to concerts again as well, and try and see some metal bands again. So yeah, I know like, yeah, I was sort of not seeing the metal scene for a while, but I want to try and see some more bands again, So I know at Bloodstock Festival happened then this year as well. It's a good festival. They had some great bands playing there. So they had, yeah, Bloodstock's very good. I've been there. I went to Bloodstock Festival a long time ago, 2018. I was at Bloodstock. Well, I was actually going to actually see what the biggest festival is and the biggest metal festival is. I was actually coming along to this question. But if ever the biggest metal festival is probably definitely it's probably Wacken or Hellfest or Wacken might be the two biggest festivals, the two biggest rock metal festivals in Europe. I don't know about America, but in Europe I think Wacken or Hellfest are the biggest festivals, because they always get the names. They always seem to be the ones that stand out to a lot of metal festivals. And you think about other metal festivals like, well, Downloads Festival gets a bit of a sort of standout as well, because that's obviously the biggest festival, alternative festival in UK, I guess. Well, it's not really a full-on metal festival, but it is a sort of alternative, sort of rock metal punk festival. But there's a lot of variety of metal bands that play there as well. So you obviously get your big names. Obviously, if it's a big festival downwards, and then Bloodstock is a sort of other festival that we have as well. I'm not drifting out lane there. Yeah, Bloodstock, which is the sort of our festivals that sort of mainly based on metal than actual punk band or rock bands. But yeah, Download Festivals, Bloodstock Festivals sort of based on that, but it's a smaller festival. I think Bloodstock's like tiny compared to Download, but it's big what you get, bands what you get. It's a big festival in general. But yeah, no, just in general, like I think Hellways or Wacken stand out as the biggest festivals in Europe, the biggest metal festivals in Europe, and then you got these other ones which are sort of smaller ones. You got like Hammerfest as well, aren't we, in the UK, which is maybe for like your new blood bands, like your sort of local bands, but it's like a festival for them. I don't know much about that one, but that happens in the sort of early spring, so it's a bit of a cold festival probably to go to it. But yeah, and yeah, another festival that I think was well, it doesn't happen anymore, but I think it was a really good metal festival, was Sonisphere Festival. It happens at Nidworth, but that's not happened for about 10 years now. I don't know what actually happened to it, but I don't know if it's like 2011 was the last one they did, or I don't know if they went for it again, but I'm sure that after 2011, I'm sure that was like the last festival they did, and then that was it for them. Sonisphere was no more, and it's never happened since. I don't know what's happened to it. It's just maybe just the funding, I guess, or it wasn't really practical, I guess. And this would be the case at classes with Bloodstock as well, I guess. It was kind of at that time as well, so I think Bloodstock's sort of just gone sort of the forefront now of the metal festivals. But I don't know actually, because they never seem to do it anymore. And Sonisphere and Sonisphere in the UK, obviously they do it now, they do it elsewhere as well, but on the UK. It's never really happened since 2011, so it's just been quiet. I don't know what's actually happened to it, but it is sort of quiet. And Bloodstock's sort of the main festival in the UK now. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just want to try and get back to those festivals again. And it's good to get back to sort of Bloodstock or Downloads. I mean, I've never been to Downloads before, but I've been to Bloodstock. That's like my only metal festival, only festival that I went in my time at the moment. Bloodstock, and that was in 2018. So it was a good weekend as well. It's Judas Priest headlining in 2018. Judas Priest were headlining as well, and yeah, it was great seeing them. That was the first time I've seen the majority of these bands actually, to be honest there. And you got Gajira as well. Gajira are a great band. And Gajira, they put on a good show. And Campbell Cott's put on a good show as well. Who else did I see? I saw some really cool. Yeah, Campbell Cott's, they were great. Of course, death metal, sort of old OG death metal, American death metal, of course. What else? I saw Bloodbath as well, and a Scandinavian sort of death metal, but another big band. This is my opening, so I better get off myself off the autobahn here. So yeah, I saw Bloodbath, they're good as well. And then I think it was Emperor as well, Wednesday 13. If you like about Wednesday 13, then yeah, they're pretty cool as well. The ones that put all their face paint on and that, like Muslim Light as well. Like they're kind of like the Muslim Light and Wednesday 13 sort of have a sort of similarity to some of what they do as well. Muslim Light are probably like metalcore and sort of horror punk or something they call it. But I only mind about Wednesday 13. Yeah, they're not too bad. They're pretty good. Putting a good show as well. And yeah, like Devil Driver as well. So Devil Driver, they're pretty cool as well. Devil Driver, and they don't really get their name out as much as Lamb of God does, but I mean, I thought Devil Driver, some of the bands don't really give much out to Devil Driver. I mean, I do like Devil Driver as well. I mean, they're good bands. You know, sort of, I don't know if I say what genre they play. I think they play groove metal as well. I wouldn't consider them as like Lamb of God, but they play like sort of groovy death metal, but really heavy as well. And Devil Driver. But Lamb of God, I would like to see Lamb of God as well. They're a great band. I always like Randy Bribe as well. He's a cool guy. He's a cool looking guy as well. He has all the dreadlocks and that as well. He's a bit of a skateboarder as well. He's a bit of a high-end guy. Like a bit of Lamb of God. They put some good stuff on anyway. And yeah, like those great bands out there. But yeah, what the time when I got to the festival, I didn't really see mainly the bands. I missed a few of the bands when I first got to the festival. It wasn't really like I saw every band in the world. I mean, like I missed the bands, like all the bands I think in the start anyway, like the sort of small names anyway, the ones that don't get out there. I remember what bands I didn't even see at the start, but there's a couple of bands that I missed. I couldn't really see Nightwish apparently that night on the Sunday night, and I was a bit disappointed that I missed them out because I had to sort of go back for the sort of work day and the following day, so I couldn't really see Nightwish. It's a bit of a shame because they would have been great, and I missed Saturday Gates as well. They were playing at Bloodstock and I couldn't really see them, so it was a bit of a shame about those bands. I hopefully see them at some point. Nightwish would have been great to see live, and I think at the Gates would be cool as well. Yeah, so there's some great bands out there to play. I mean, there's some great metal bands out there. Of course, there's just so many names. I like to see a bit of Meshuggah as well. I think Meshuggah are a great band live. Well, I like their music as well. A bit of Meshuggah. I can't beat Meshuggah. Well, I really like Michigan. I see being in this way, actually. This is the wrong lane. Yeah, be on this lane, because this is the lane towards that way, so I better go straight. So we need. So we're nearly here now, and then what's it now? I'm actually driving for this fuel station here, actually, it's just around here. So I mean, about tanker trailers, we need tanker transport for here. So this would be great, this would be the idea. Hopefully I won't get my trailer stuck this time. I mean, get myself stuck in the truck. Well, there's a car in the fuel station. There's actually vehicles in the station filling up. Yeah, I missed it, it's a shame. I like to see loads of metal bands. Like big names. I hadn't really seen any big bands. I have seen a good few bands live. I've seen Kelsets Engage. I've seen Kelsets Engage, and they were great. Me and one of my friends actually went to see Kelsets Engage live, and they were a great band. Can't beat Kelsets Engage. They're a great band. They're part of like the OG metalcore band out there now, like the sort of one of the biggest metalcore bands in the States. Well, as big as Bullet for a Valentine, which I've never even seen. Bullet for a Valentine was actually one of my first metal bands that got me into metal. So quite surprising. I've never seen them. I've never actually seen Bullet for a Valentine live. It doesn't say kill at the back. I don't know why I was saying that, but it actually looked like it said kill at the back of this truck when I actually put it on. This registration plate's actually different. When I loaded the game, when I had the previous one up, it said kill something, but it's different here, and the registration plate's completely different here as well. I don't even know if this randomise. They could randomise these registration plates. I wonder if they do randomise. I actually didn't know that, but that's the case. They must randomise. But yeah, Built for Valentine, I'll have to see them live one day. I'll have to see some great bands live one day. Let's move the truck, let's move it a wee bit away. Just jump in. I don't know what I'm going to do that way, but I think we'll just move up a little bit. We might just put in a brutal or something to fill up, to get more deliveries. There's no way stuff coming out. Oh, too fast. I just have to figure out where Brutal is again. Brutal. Am I going, what way am I travelling? That's me. I must be going, yeah, I'm going up that way, aren't I? So it's around here. So I bet it's on this way. Yeah, it's Brutal for a Valentine that got me into metal. So all that time ago, that's been like it must have been at least 10 or 11 years ago when I first actually discovered, got into metal music. But yeah, it's just surprising how much time's thrown as well. I really want to try and see some more great bands out there. I like to see Trivium as well, they've got some good stuff on as well. This conversation's come to a sort of live gig conversation now as well. Sort of metalhead trucking thing again going on. Again, talking about that again, we need to do another metalhead trucking series again, just dedicated to all lots of metal and bands and other stuff, just related to the metal scene and stuff like that. I'll try and do that again. I'm just talking a wee bit of it on this sort of video recap, I guess, before we sort of end it off. Yeah, but other than that, I don't know what other bands. Beef Factory would be great live. I remember with Kelsets Engage, I saw Revocation as well, a band called Revocation, and the tech and death metal, a big band as well. I think you probably know them, they're really good what they do. But a big name anyway. Like a bit of Revocation anyway, I would like to see them again. And then I don't know if there was another band, because I mean, me and one of my friends actually went to one of the gigs, and they actually see to see Kassel, but yeah, there was an opening band, which I can't mind the name of them well again. There was an opening metal band, which wasn't really too fast seeing them well. Guessing we weren't too fast seeing them because they just didn't really, it wasn't like, we weren't like too fast getting there to see the main. I more like to see like the main bands. I meant to figure out what the name of the first band was called, that's what I mean. I couldn't tell you, but there was some metalcore band, sort of local metalcore bands, and there must have been a UK band, but I can't remember who they were. I actually don't remember who they were again, but there are an opening bands for that gig, Kassel Engaged and Remakes. They were an opener for Remakes and so on. So I don't know who they were called again. I feel like I'm just driving again for Brutal again, and I'm not even doing it. It's just really surprising. I've packed it up in Brutal, I need to repack it again, another Brutal store. So we'll know the next video will start with this again, the same old Brutal, you know what I mean. But yeah, I wonder if, I can't mention that band more again. It's so hard to say. Hard to see a bit more metal. Yes, Lamb of God. I've seen Lamb of God. This was like during Swear's farewell tour. They supported Obituary and Anthrax. Saw them live. It was a good gig. I'm kind of getting further than that, I don't think. It's just an invisible wall. Yeah, I've seen plenty of bands. I've seen quite a lot of great bands live actually. I just wouldn't get out of play to not see every band live, but I'm hoping to see some good bands live. Just like to see, and I would like to see Trivia, I'd like to see Built on My Valentine. It'd just be great to see my sort of my OG sort of metal band that got me into metal. Because it was Built for My Valentine that got me into the metal thing. And I thought Built on Valentine, if you think I've listened to a bit of Built for My Valentine, they kind of have that sort of hardcore, sort of modern metalcore, sort of thrashy thing going on. They definitely were a bit of a mainstream band, I think, at the time as well. Like, you know what I mean? They're like the UK. It's kind of like the Kassel Engaged of the UK. Like, they were massive bands. I mean, or generally, I think they were even big in Kassel. Like, they were sort of mainstream as well. They got out there quite a bit as well back in the days. They were a big band. It's just amazing how big bands get these days. But yeah, Built Up on Valentine, yeah. I like to see a bit of Machine Head as well, that would be cool. I'll head by my way to Brutal. Just head bang my way. Windmill as well. Doing a bit of a metalhead. Being a bit of a metalhead trucker. This is what I need to do in my videos. Head bang my way. I said head bang my way in the truck as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be a bit there, crash my truck. Don't want to do it when I'm driving. But yeah, I'm going to actually finish this video up, but I think what we'll do is, I think we'll maybe try and do a metalhead trucking series, because I have dedicated just a bit more out of the topic, a bit of the bus sim, or the thing I was chatting about on the sort of bus video. But yeah, I'm going to sort of finish this one up, and then we'll have a part 4, or is it part 4 metalhead trucking? I don't know if I did part 3. Because I had 2 videos up, I think, earlier in the series, but I've never done a part. I think it was a game crash, and I did a sort of 2.5, so I did that. It was the sort of final part. But yeah, I'll do a full on video of it next time. Hopefully, I'll try and figure out something. I could talk about bands, I could talk about guitars, I can talk about other things. I don't know what else I could talk about. It's about loads of things. Just all metal related, that's what we need. We need a sort of metalhead trucking series so I can headbang my way. But I won't even play music. Play a bit of Meshuggah or something. It's a good trucking song as well. When you're driving trucks, you need metal. When you're hauling stuff, it's good. It's good to feel the weight of the music with your truck. That's what it reminds you of as well. When you hear a bit of that music, it's got a bit of weight to it as well. So you're driving a truck and you feel the weight. It's proper good metal music to sort of feel the weight of the truck. That's what you need. So yeah, we're going to end this video off now, I think, and so I hope you enjoyed this video, this part 30 and part 37, of course. So there'll be the full part, but this will be sort of continuing video, I guess. So as I say, so if you of course, make sure to like this video, make sure to comment below, make sure to subscribe to my channel on the road to 100 subscribers. I'm not there yet, but I'll be there soon, so please do make sure to sub to my channel, and I'll be 100 subscribers soon, hopefully. Please do, just get it out there. Also, if you want to share it, and you can just share this video out, I don't mind you guys sharing this video out to the world, and just get it out there, it'd be great. And yeah, I should have my gigs playlist, and I'll have my on the road playlist on the side there, check them out. Check out some local metal bands on in Scotland, if you like that as well. So yeah, please do, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. So bye for now.